Hello guys, welcome back to Hime Hokage channel. As usual, we back with more fun and exciting discussion. In this video we will discuss Boruto and Sarada love story. But before that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to motivate Hime Hokage to be more creative in creating content. Let's get right into the video. Hate becomes love. Maybe that's the right expression for Boruto and Sarada. The relationship between Boruto and Sarada can be quite complicated at first, where both of them don't want to admit that they are friends, and say that only their father is friends. Sarada says that she doesn't like Boruto because of his stupidity, thinking that Boruto's stupidity can rub off on him if he gets close. While Boruto thinks that Sarada is a troublesome woman, as Sarada often comments on her actions. Over time the relationship between Boruto and Sarada developed into a rivalry like their fathers, Naruto and Sasuke, where both Boruto and Sarada did not want to give in, and wanted to show that they were much stronger than their rivals. But apart from what Boruto and Sarada often say that they hate each other, in fact it's just a way to cover up their concern for each other. Sarada and Boruto should be able to avoid and ignore each other if they hate each other. But what happens is that they are actually arguing with each other, which in fact is their way of showing their care and concern for each other. Everything became clearer after they were placed into the same team. Although initially Boruto and Sarada both did not agree to be placed in the same team and the two of them still often argue, at least this time they have admitted that they are teammates, showing significant progress in their relationship. Even their teammate, Mitsuki, said several times that Boruto and Sarada would make a perfect couple, which Boruto and Sarada immediately denied with flushed faces. Even though it is clear that Boruto and Sarada are showing their mutual interest in each other. For example, when they were about to be placed on the same team, Iwabe accidentally bumped Boruto, which made him almost kiss Sarada, making Sarada blush because their faces were too close. Slowly but surely, Boruto and Sarada become friends who can even be called friends who help each other, by using the rivalry between the two as a way to move forward. What is clear is that the closeness between Boruto and Sarada has made many people believe that their relationship will continue to evolve towards a closer, becoming something that is said to be friends for life. The climax is when Sarada asks Boruto's dream of not wanting to become Hokage. At that time Boruto with high confidence said that he did not want to become Hokage, because he had his own way. Even though his grandfather and father are Hokage, Boruto prefers to follow in the footsteps of Sasuke, who is Sarada's father, protecting the village from the shadows. Since Sarada's dream is to become a Hokage, Boruto openly explained that he will be Sarada's right-hand man, and works hard to protect Sarada when that time comes. These words instantly made Sarada's heart skip a beat that she couldn't hold back her blush, making Boruto wonder why Sarada reacted like that. Since then, feelings of love for Boruto began to grow, but Sarada still doesn't realize what feeling she feels, immediately diverts her by saying that Boruto's eyes are bluer than the Hokage's, and then leaves with a red face. Sometime after that, apart from Mitsuki who judged that Boruto and Sarada's closeness would be the perfect couple, no one had ever asked about the feelings between Naruto and Sarada that might be further than a friendship. Until when Sumire asked this to Sarada openly. When Team 7 visited the scientific ninja weapons team, Sumire judged that Boruto was becoming more and more popular with women, to which Sarada replied casually that Boruto only got along with people. Not satisfied with Sarada's answer, Sumire surprisingly asks if Sarada has feelings for Boruto. Sarada flatly replied that she had no feelings for Boruto, making Sumire admit that she had feelings for Boruto. Even though Sarada still hasn't realized and is willing to confess her feelings for Boruto, hearing this makes Sarada sweat, which means that she is a little worried about Sumire's confession. But unfortunately, after that incident was the beginning of Boruto's long nightmare. The karma that is in Boruto's body begins to react, showing the Otsutsukification process has gone quite far in Boruto's body. Initially Boruto and Sarada themselves did not realize what kind of danger they would face, until when they fought against one of the inner Kara members named Boro. For the first time Sarada felt horror, seeing Boruto turn into a figure she didn't recognize at all. Even when Amato came to Konoha, he explained that the karma in Boruto's body has reached more than 80%, and this process will continue every second. When this process is complete, Boruto's existence will be replaced by Momoshiki completely. Since knowing this, Boruto has become a little more gloomy. While Sarada is aware of this but still doesn't know the fact that in the near future Boruto's existence will disappear from this world. Boruto covers up his gloomy mood by acting as usual, while Sarada, who is now the team captain, tries to cheer up Boruto as much as possible. But no matter how hard Sarada tries to cheer up Boruto, it doesn't seem to change much because Boruto still feels gloomy even though he always looks happy on the outside. Boruto couldn't keep his mind off Momoshiki, who was in complete control of his body. Boruto is afraid that if he is completely controlled by Momoshiki, then he will hurt those closest to him. Don't know why at that time the first thing on Boruto's mind was Sarada because of their closeness, and thinking that he would hurt Sarada made Boruto's chest hurt. Until some time later, what Boruto feared finally happened. The karma in Boruto's body has spread throughout his body, forming 2 horns on top of his head. The procession was very close to 100%, and Boruto had lost his consciousness, being replaced by Momoshiki into Borushiki. Meanwhile, the soulless Borushiki begins to ravage the village, destroying everything in its path. Boruto enters his consciousness, and meets Momoshiki in front of him. Momoshiki laughed at the situation, saying that soon he would destroy everything most dear to Boruto. Here Boruto can't do anything at all, can't even speak, and can only watch with his own eyes how Konoha is slowly being destroyed. Naruto and Sasuke are not so helpless in front of Borushiki because they don't have superpowers anymore. Boruto's eyes immediately widened when he saw Sarada there, who seemed to want to help him. Boruto wanted to scream for Sarada to run away because trying to save her was futile, considering Naruto and Sasuke couldn't stop him, but he couldn't say that. When Konoha's top brass and Boruto's friends were lying helpless, Sarada was still able to get back up again and again even though her body was covered in wounds. Sarada loudly tells Momoshiki to return the Boruto she knows, making Borushiki laugh out loud because less than 1% of Boruto's body will be completely hers. Hearing this made Sarada feel a huge emotional turmoil because she didn't want to lose Boruto, and indirectly made her activate the Mangekyo Sharingan. Full of emotion, Sarada said that she would not give up and activated her Mangekyo ability to close her distance with Borushiki in a split second, causing Borushiki to panic a little because he couldn't read Sarada's movements at that time. Sarada should have had a chance to attack, as Borushiki wouldn't have had time to dodge. However, Sarada hugged Borushiki from behind, while reflexively activating her Susanoo in ribcage form to lock Borushiki from fighting or escaping from him. With the rise of the Mangekyo Sharingan, Sarada is able to use Susanoo even though it is still in ribcage form. Not only that, Sarada has also previously studied several sealing techniques, hoping that they will be useful in sealing, or at least suppressing until Boruto returns to his senses. Still locking Borushiki from moving, Sarada uses her blood to form a seal around Boruto's karma. Borushiki briefly looks in pain when the seal is activated, but then taunts Sarada, saying that Sarada's actions are in vain, because no matter how hard Sarada tries, Boruto won't be able to come back. Sarada ignored Momoshiki's words, and she screamed very loudly trying to summon Boruto in her consciousness. Sarada says that she knows Boruto is still in there, and asks her not to lose to Momoshiki. In his consciousness Boruto can clearly hear Sarada's words, but he can't do anything about how he tries to fight back. Boruto's chest is filled with pain seeing this, while Sarada has been doing this for several minutes in hopes that Boruto can still come back. Until in the end Sarada couldn't hold back her tears anymore, realized that her efforts were in vain, and cried while still hugging Borushiki. In this situation, even though Sarada knew Boruto would never come back, Sarada reminded Boruto about the dream they had made, where Sarada would become Hokage, while Boruto would be her right hand and would protect her from the shadows. Sarada says that since then she has been holding on to that promise, and hopes that Boruto will do the same. At the same time Sarada realized the feelings that had been bothering her all this time, whispered into Boruto's ear the words "I love you, Boruto." Boruto in his consciousness heard these words clearly, giving chills all over his body, realizing that he had actually had the same feeling for a long time. Immediately, Boruto seemed to get power into his body, free from Momoshiki's shackles. One of Boruto's eyes opened, signaling the return of Boruto's half-consciousness. The previous sealing process still hasn't stopped, and Boruto uses his remaining chakra to strengthen the seal, so that Momoshiki's existence is slowly suppressed. The karma in Boruto's body slowly dissipates, and at the same time Boruto has returned to his full consciousness. Boruto held Sarada's hand, which was hugging him from behind, saying that he had returned, while apologizing for the mess that had happened so far. Sarada was really surprised by the return of Boruto, because she had thought that Boruto would never be able to come back again. Sarada's embrace and her cries grew louder, grateful that Boruto was back now. In this situation, Boruto surprisingly says that he also actually loves Sarada, adding that this is an answer to Sarada's confession that he loves her. Hearing this made Sarada stop crying. Her heart skipped a beat, calling Boruto a stupid call like when they were still arguing with each other. Several years passed. Konoha's situation was safe and peaceful from all threats. Since that incident, Boruto and Sarada have realized their feelings for each other, and the two of them spend their days as lovers. Their presence often makes others jealous, because the closeness between Boruto and Sarada is so sweet. Who would have thought? Those who used to be rivals who hated each other, have now become lovers who make anyone who sees them feel jealous. Not only that, it turns out that Sarada has also been named the new Hokage candidate by Naruto for her determination and contribution so far to the village. Boruto believed that this day would come, and he cheered for Sarada on her inauguration day. But this inauguration will be different than it has ever been, because something unexpected is about to happen. When Sarada waved goodbye to all Konoha residents for her success in becoming Hokage, Boruto appeared in front of him, surprising Sarada and all Konoha residents who witnessed, because Boruto gave Sarada a ring, as a sign that Boruto proposed Sarada to be his life partner. While Sarada's face was flushed with embarrassment at the situation, all of Konoha cheered, telling Sarada to accept it. Seeing the good response from all Konoha residents, Sarada smiled, and then accepted the ring, which was then placed on her ring finger. That's all the discussion from Shadow Shinobi channel. How was the video and discussion just now? Give your opinion in the comment below. And if you feel interested in the video and discussion this time, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any information about the Shinobi world. See you next time in the next video. Thanks for watching.